Hello students, for class 9, this video includes part 3 of chapter 6, Lines and Angles. Here we are going to learn parallel lines and transversal. Transversal, a line which intersects two or more given lines in a plane at distinct points is called transversal. EF, the line EF, it intersects the line AB and CD at the points P and Q, which are of course distinct points. Then EF, which is denoted by a small t, is called the transversal. When transversal EF intersect two lines AB and CD, it makes 8 angles with AB and CD, and we can write these angles as angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4, angle 5, angle 6, angle 7, angle 8. So these 8 angles will form. Now we will learn what are these 8 angles. What are the special names for these 8 angles? And what are the conditions that AB and CD will be parallel to each other when the transversal EF cuts them at two distinct points P and Q. First, we are going to learn exterior angles. The angles whose arms do not obtain the line segment PQ, do not obtain the line segment PQ, are called exterior angles. There is in the figure angle 1, angle 2, angle 7 and angle 8 do not contain the arm PQ, do not contain the line segment PQ as their arms. Therefore, 1, 2, 7 and 8 are called the exterior angles. Now, consecutive interior angles. The angles whose arms contain the line segment PQ. The angle whose arms contain the line segment PQ, those angles are called interior angles. Now in the figure, angle 3, angle 4, angle 5 and angle 6 contains the line segment PQ as their arms. Therefore, angle 3, angle 4, angle 5 and angle 6 are called interior angles. Now alternate interior angles. Out of the 4 interior angles, there is angle 3, angle 4, angle 5 and angle 6. Out of these 4 interior angles, The angles which lie opposite of the line segment PQ are called alternate interior angles. In this regard, we could see angle 4 and angle 6 lie opposite to the line segment PQ. Therefore, angle 4 and angle 6 are alternate interior angles. Similarly, angle 3 and angle 5 lie opposite to the line segment PQ. Therefore, angle 3 and angle 5 are alternate interior angles. The corresponding angles. A pair of angles on the same side of the transversal of two given lines are called corresponding angles. There is in the figure angle 1 and angle 5 are corresponding angles. Similarly, angle 2 and angle 6 are corresponding angles. Why? Because these angles lie on the same side of the transversal line EF. Similarly, angle 4 and angle 8 and angle 3 and angle 7, these pairs of angles are corresponding angle. Now, here is a note. That is, the students should know the condition for which the lines AB and CD will be parallel to each other. Number 1, there is the necessary conditions that the lines should be parallel to each other, or if the lines are parallel to each other, then what will happen? Number 1, if each pair of corresponding angles are equal. If each pair of corresponding angles are equal, then lines are parallel, and vice versa. It means, that is, if each pair of corresponding angles are equal, that is, if angle 1 is equal to angle 5, then we can say that AB is parallel to CD. Or if it is said that AB is parallel to CD, then we can write angle 1 is equal to angle 5 as their corresponding angles. That is why it is written vice versa. Similarly, second criteria, if each pair of alternate angles are equal, then the lines are parallel to each other and vice versa. That is, if in the figure angle 4 is equal to angle 6 or angle 3 is equal to angle 5, then we can say that AB is parallel to CD. Or alternately we can say, if that is conversely we can say, if AB is parallel to CD, then pair of alternate interior angles will be equal, that is angle 4 is equal to angle 6 and angle 3 is equal to angle 5. Now, third criteria, if each pair of interior angles on the same side of the transversal is supplementary, then the lines are parallel, and vice versa. It means that if each pair of interior angles on the same side of the transversal, that is, if angle 4 plus angle 5 is equal to 180 degree, or if it is angle 3 plus angle 6 is equal to 180 degree, there is angle 4 and 5 or angle 3 and 6, these are supplementary angles, then AB will be parallel to CD. Conversely, we can say if AB is parallel to CD, then sum of the interior angles to the same side of the transversal will be supplementary to each other. There is angle 4 plus angle 5 is equal to 180 degree and angle 3 plus angle 6 is equal to 180 degree. Now fourth condition. If two lines are parallel to the same line, there is say AB and CD, these two are two distinct lines, and both the lines are parallel to a third line, say PQ. That is, AB is parallel to PQ and CD is parallel to PQ. Then we can say that AB is parallel to CD. That is, if two lines are parallel to the same line, they will be parallel to each other. Next, the fifth criteria. If each pair of corresponding angles to the same side of the transversal is supplementary, then the lines are parallel and vice versa. Now let us explain this. What does it mean? There is lines AB and CD will be parallel to each other if angle 1 plus angle 5 is equal to 180 degree, or angle 2 plus angle 6 is equal to 180 degree, or angle 4 plus angle 8 is equal to 180 degree, or angle 3 plus angle 7 is equal to 180 degree. There is sum of the pair of corresponding angles to the same side of the transversal is supplementary. Conversely, we can say that if it is such that two lines are such that whenever a transversal EF intersecting at two distinct points P and Q forms pair of corresponding angles such that angle 1 plus angle 5 is equal to 180 degree, angle 2 plus angle 6 is equal to 180 degree, or angle 4 plus angle 8 is equal to 180 degree, or angle 3 plus angle 7 is equal to 180 degree, then we can say that the line segments or the lines AB and CD are parallel to each other. Now the students should keep in mind, they must remember the conditions for which conditions two distinct lines, whenever these two lines are intersected by a third line called the transversal, then what are the necessary conditions that AB and CD will be parallel to each other. Okay students.